I truly believe that 2021 could be the best year of our lives. You know, it's interesting. I look back in 2020 and there's been some ups and downs. There's been some incredible things that the Lord has been done. But, you know, it's so easy for the enemy to come in and to bring discouragement. And, you know, even just in the last couple of weeks, there's just been some things that have been playing on my mind. But I am so incredibly grateful that I have learned things in the last 6 months that I've been able to implement in my life and actually turn discouragement into a place of such victory, such momentum, passion. Honestly, I feel like I'm on top of the world. And you know, if I were to chart my personal growth, just down the bottom there, and it would be sort of my 20s, and I went through Bible college and into my 30s, and was starting to get into ministry. And now next year I'm going to be in my 40s. But I honestly can feel within myself personally, internally, but I know that my personal growth has been significantly increasing, particularly in the last 2, 3, 4 years. And I believe that I would attribute that to small steps, small habits that I have been implementing in my life. And, you know, I'm healthier than I've ever been before. I'm more organized than I've ever been before. I've got a long way to grow. I'm reading books. I'm just absolutely devouring books. My personal relationship with the Lord is growing. I'm growing as a father. I can feel this momentum that I didn't even know that this growth curve was accessible. And I love this quote that says, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit." And so coming up to 2021, we want to ask the question, what is going to account for eternity? You know, in reading some self-help books, people might say, you know, well, what do you want to do with your life? Do you want to get that mansion? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? But, you know, I think that that's very materialistic and humanistic. But as Bible-believing Christians, we want to actually ask the question, what is going to account for eternity? And I love what C.S. Lewis says, is if you read history, you'll find that the Christians who did most for the present world were precisely those who thought the most of the next. It is since that Christians have largely ceased to think of the other world that they have become so ineffective in this. And so that's one of the things that I've been thinking about on a daily basis. What can I do for the sake of the kingdom and for the sake of His glory and for eternity? And there's actually 4 areas. I feel like there's been a major epiphany in my life. I've been thinking about this, and there's different, you know, this is not the 4 fields, but there's 4 fields. There's worship, evangelism, discipleship. There's up, in, and out. It's all focused on love. And finally, just even in the last few weeks, I feel like a culmination of asking the question, what do I need to be primarily focusing my time in for the sake of the kingdom? And so on Sunday, I'm going to be talking about those 4 spheres that I'm actually investing into. And I feel like that Jesus modeled it so well in His life. So when we're starting with the end in mind, when we stand before God on the judgment day, what do you want Him to say to you? And so this is actually something that I've been doing every single morning. And so I want to ask this, what is a small step, just the smallest step that we can take to get towards that stage? And some of you may have seen my video last year with the Pray and Go, and you know how dominoes, very small dominoes, can begin to take out the next domino, the next domino, the next domino, and the next domino. And so what I'm going to be releasing on Sunday, I'm actually going to be releasing something, a recording that I've been playing to myself every morning that has been an absolute game changer for me. And I want to release that to you. So excited.